Hi there. We frequently watch feature film nowadays. Can you guess which country made the first feature-length film ever? This was The Story of the Kelly Gang, made by Australia and released in 1906. Today, let me tell you about the first feature-length movie made in Slovakia, which was released just 15 years after The Story of the Kelly Gang. Jánošík is Slovakia's first known feature. This black and white silent film portrayed by popular legend of a highway named Juraj Jánošík. This well-known figure lived in the late 17th and early 18th centuries in northern Slovakia. He is frequently seen as a Robin Hood-like character, according to the legend making him famous as a symbol of resistance to oppression. This legend is popular in Poland, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic that has been depicted in many poems, books, and movies. The leading role in the film was played by popular actor and director Theodor Pistek. And in the film, Jánošík is a student who visits his native village, where his alien mother has just passed away. His father requests for some time off to make arrangements for a funeral, but his employer, the Count, refuses and beats him. This leads to the father passing away too. The young Jánošík becomes incensed and attacks the Count. He then runs away from the village, forced to hide from the Count's people. The story continues as he robs the rich and gives to the poor while fighting with a band of highwaymen. Although Jánošík's story is set in the early 18th century, the film is set in the time of its release. The present time of the movie, that is 1921, a group of hikers takes a brief pause by resting at a sheep pen amid the mountains. A senior shepherd comments on how one of the hikers has features characteristic of the legendary Jánošík. He then narrates the legend, taking the audience into the story directly. The movie was directed by Jaroslav Siakeľ, a Slovakian man who immigrated to the US in 1912. His brother, Daniel, was the movie's cameraman. The brothers gained experience with the film using the equipment and production process during their time working for the Slag Polyscope Company in Chicago. They returned to Slovakia to make this historic film. Their familiarity with the early American movies can be observed in the movie, especially the camera work and parallel narratives. The movie also has some shots similar to westerns, which makes it look visually quite different than other early Slovak and Czech films. The brothers were also founding members of the Tatra Film Corporation, which financed the movie. The primary shooting took place on two sets constructed near their hometown in Slovakia. The film also used a soundstage in Prague. It was released in 1921, making Slovakia the 10th country to produce a feature-length film. The movie Jánošík was screened in Slovakia, Prague, and Chicago. The film had a successful run in the Czechoslovakia at the time of its release. The footage of the film was presumed to be lost until 1970, when a copy was found in the Chicago garage of the movie's producer, who donated the copy to the Slovak Film Institute, and the restoration work began. Parts of the original film were missing, and new music was added to the film's soundtrack to make up for the missing parts. The restoration was completed in 1975, and the movie has since been available to the public on DVD. The restored version has also been screened at festivals and has been introduced in the Slovak cinema retrospectives. Well, it's been more than 100 years since this movie was released, and yet it still remains fresh in the Slovak memory and forms a significant part of the country's cinematic legacy. Would you like to know more about such interesting movies from across the world? Well, let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.